Riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. I lay you a riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit.
All you dick-riding fucks with your minuscule channels. All you humping Cronin's vids like an army of camels. Sit and copy your shit, make your own monetize this. You got 13 subscribers, now you're starting to twitch. You got the same mic and setup, stop riding his dick. You got the same Skype setup, who you trying to kid? Get your own fucking gimmick, intellectual property. You're trying to pass Joe like he's going Monopoly. You want me making $200, you're getting fucked by the long cock attendance Racket Jones. Come fuck with me, taking your take, and you never give it back. Sitting hitting on the same 6 women in the chat.
I lay you a riding on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit.
Chris Peeps is about as real as a spray tan. Face looking like it's grazed by a rape van. You done fucked up, cuck butt, you suck butt, your cunt's bloody, you dumb fuck, and your mom's a slut. And while I'm at it, fuck you leech, motherfucker. Hope these words leave you shitting in your sheets, motherfuckers. You are corny little bitches, this is beef, motherfuckers. Watch me beat, meat, skeet, skeet, skeet on your mothers. Starting to think Joe Cronin should start charging admission for all the people that are riding on his dick these days. Fuck. Get your own ideas.
I lay you a riding on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit.
Fuck your ass.
I lay you a riding on Cronin's dick.
Normally we do this show from my main channel, but with all the new wrestling fans over there, I didn't want to shock them. So I know that if I did the show over on the Joe Cronin Show, I could have a couple hundred people watching, probably, at this time of day, but I just figured that, I didn't want to alienate the 1,000 new fans, wrestling listeners, by going live with this stuff yet. I don't want to shock them yet. So, we're going to leave it alone for right now. But I figured I'd do it over here on the Corrupted channel, so I could, hang out. So, on these, this is about you guys. It's really up to you guys. I don't know how it's going to work doing it over here. It's been a while since I've gone live from, the Corrupted YouTube channel. I know tonight's out of nowhere, but we'll see how it goes over here. It's been a while. I want to say thanks to the 2 top patrons. Daryl Stoltz just became a patron the other day, and Justin Mcneil. And Gary Meltzer's in the number 3 spot. What's up, Broken Matthew? And Jabroni Jabber Podcast. And later on, I'll go through all the producer level people. What's up, Jake Roberts?
What's up, Jake? All I wanted to do was taste a hooker. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted in life. I just wanted to taste a yummy hooker. Have you ever wanted something so bad that you could taste it? So you sampled it? Why not?
This music is retarded, dude.
Thanks for calling, Joe. I love doing shoot interviews. I haven't been the same man since I quit eating cocaine out of strippers' assholes. I'll tell you, it was a long WrestleMania. I was there. I was at WrestleCon. I was giving people high fives. I even brought Damien with me. Who would have thought a man who hated snakes, after all these years, would be carrying around a fucking snake? Son of a bitch.
Oh, thank you, well, Jake. I appreciate that, man. I hope you had a good WrestleMania. It was good, hanging out with you a couple of years ago at WrestleMania. That was fun.
What? Well, I don't remember you.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you do. I said hi to you. We took a photo.
I met a lot of people that day. I had no idea who you are until you called me 15 times begging for me to be on your show.
Jake, I didn't beg. Come on, Jake, I didn't beg you to be on the show. He's messing around, everybody. He remembers me. He messing around. He saw my commentary and everything. He thought it was really good. And, yeah, this is...
No, I swear I never heard of you.
Shut up, Jake! Shut the fuck up, Jake! What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? It's been a while, Broken? Really? Haven't been in here? Wow. It's been a while since I've done this show on this channel. It's not even a show. I'm just sitting here. It's a Q&A, man. I'm just hanging out, listening to you guys. I'm drinking a Pepsi because I need caffeine. Somebody was like, oh, that's not going to help you, Joe. It's a little tiny can. It's not that bad. Little tiny can is 100 calories and 26 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. It's about half the sugar I should have in a day. So that's not good. But I just did Morning Madness, which I thought was a really fun little episode this morning. So I definitely suggest that you go check out Morning Madness. If you haven't heard it, it's up on Patreon in the correct tier of $5. And I'm just burnt out from WrestleMania, man. There it is. It's up there. I am burnt out from Mania. I'm still thinking about getting my hands on that guy that jumped Bret the Hitman Hart at the Hall of Fame. I'm still dreaming of choking that guy until he shits his own ass. I've been thinking about it. I still haven't tried that new soda. No, that Cody, what's up, man? I haven't tried that. What, the orange vanilla thing? Is that what you're talking about? Because, yeah, I still haven't tried that. I don't know. I'm not really, like 8 years ago even, I would have been obsessed with that. I would have been like, let's go, here we go. But, I would say about 5 to 6, 7 years ago or something, probably 8 years ago, since that's what I just said, I just stopped liking, Monster drinks and all that stuff. And I don't really like them in the first place. I think sometimes I would sit down and play video games and I would just get loaded. I would get all cracked up, dude.
Yeah.
It'd be nuts.
Smoke weed every day.
DA Weed God is here.
Yeah.
Love you, Joe. Burn that bowl down, Joe.
Let's burn it. NickY J, what's up, Nikki, man? Smoke up, everybody. Everybody in the chat, man. Now it's time to light up. NickY J, thank you for the 420 donation. I appreciate that. Look at that guy. Pretend like he's taking up. Look at that. He just oh my God. Can you believe how much trouble he got in for that? How dumb is that? How dumb is it that all these cocksuckers go to rich parties and stuff like that, and they have martinis and they drink and all this shit, but this guy takes a puff of God's green and he gets buried by all these cocksuckers. Why? And then they made a big deal about the stocks and everything. The stocks barely did anything. NickY J, what's up, NickY J? I'm not even a big smoker at all. You guys know this. I admit I could be cool and be like, I fucking smoke pot. It's great. No, I'm not a big pothead or anything. But, especially sometimes late at night if I'm writing something or I'm working on something, for ideas, weed is really good. And when I'm hanging out and thinking of stuff, it's really good. It's not good when it's time for me to do the work, because if I smoke a lot of weed and I'm trying to work, I basically just pass out. Video games, I've said this in my other podcasts on my Patreon. I'm like, dude, how do you guys play fucking video games while high? I don't know. I see so many people doing it. They're like, oh yeah, man, I'm fucking, they're playing some game. How do you do that?
Party.
Frog Kid, what's up, baby?
I'm stoned watching this.
That's fucking awesome. I'm such a dickhead, man. The Frog Kid is stoned, man. Now he's smoking up. Thank you, Frog Kid, for the super chat party here on the Corrupted YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it. I wish I could do it like you guys. I can't. I'm like, it's me. I'm like weak or something. Because my reactionary time becomes like full on retarded. Like when I'm playing video games. By the way, if you're new to the channel, I don't know who would find this video right now because it's just called Cronin Speaks. It's probably everybody in here probably knows me, but if not, subscribe. I want one new subscriber this episode. That'd be funny. So yeah, like if I'm playing a video game, it's like, dude, somebody will kill me or something, and I'll be like, oh, I just got killed. Like, oh well, on to the next thing. Like. That's what it's like. And then if I'm playing like Madden, I'll be like, oh, threw it away again. You know, like I just become like I'm already bad, you know, but now I'm mega bad. Dude, Gavin, I played Halo with Gavin the other day. Halo Reach, my 9-year-old Gavin. And whenever I've played Halo with him before, you know, I'm always the guy in first place and whatever. And he's always, you know, he used to be terrible, you know, and then he got better, a little better and things like that. But he was like, hey, basically, he doesn't have a lot of friends yet. You know, he hasn't made a lot of friends around here yet. And, you know, he wanted to play with video games with me. And I was like, holy crap, he wants to play games with me. This is crazy. So we played. Gavin went, in Halo Reach, Gavin went like 18 kills. And I think he had like 9 deaths. He went like plus 8 KD, first place. And I came in second place with a plus 5 KD. And I just looked at him. I was like, this is fucking awesome. I can play this game with my son now. When he was playing by himself, though, with randoms, he was coming in like third place and going negative, he said, and he was upset about it. And he said, would you play with me? Maybe you're better or something. And I'm like, yeah, let me play with you, man. I'll boost you up. I got this. Watch what happens when you play with me, man. I'll carry you. Let's go. And he carried me. But I think it was because I was working with him that he did better. It's crazy, though.
What's up to the chat?
Nappy-headed monkey. What's up? How you doing, man? That's fucked up. Thank you for the super chat. Fucking name. I'm tasting like metallic stuff in my mouth. Am I dying, guys? My liver failing or something? What's going on here? Weird. Because I got high. Because I got high. We get a phone call coming in, so let's take it. Phone lines are open. What's up, Devious Dave Rose? Dave Rose, man. I'm so far behind in everything today. Hopefully we'll get to that Final Frontier around 6 or something, dude. I gotta go take a shower after this because I am gross. $210's on the phone. What's up?
Hello?
Hey, man, what's going on?
Joe.
Yeah, man, what's up? You know I'm live, right?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, dude? You know I'm live, or were you just calling the phone number? Oh, my bad. Hold on a minute. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now? Hold on a second. Let me fix my mic. Hold on a minute. You gotta unplug it. Hey, you can probably hear me better now. What's up, man?
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Riff Reaper, man. Huge fan, dude.
Shit, man. Do you know I'm live, right, on my other channel?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just got off work and I called. That's why it said to call this number on the.
Okay, cool. No, you know what happens is a lot of people call and leave voicemails throughout the day, and sometimes if I go live, they're like, "Oh, you're live? I was just calling to leave a voicemail." No, but what's up, man?
Oh, no, yeah, I thought you... No, not much. WrestleMania, dude, I just fucking wish Kofi would have won it there, but it's whatever, you know. Vince is going to do what he's going to do.
Wait a minute, you wish Kofi would have won what? He already did. He won it at WrestleMania.
No, I meant like, you know, the main event, you know, all the prestige, the end of the night with the fireworks to close it out.
Yep, they screwed the black man again, dude. But woman trumps black man. No, yeah, it sucks. That should have been how it ended. It really should have been. It's too bad now. It doesn't bother me that much, but it does suck. It's kind of like WrestleMania 8. You know what I mean? Like Macho Man and Ric Flair should have closed out that show. But they wanted to close it out with the Warrior coming back and the goofy stuff with Hulk Hogan and Sid. And so, I don't know, it reminds me of that. I'll probably always go back to this WrestleMania and watch Kofi and Bryan, but what a great match. Yeah, that should have closed it out. But you know what, though? If they did close it out, that crowd would have been more dead. So Kofi and Daniel Bryan went on at the heat of the moment, like the pinnacle of the crowd, like their excitement. So I guess that's fine then. It actually ends up working out because they would have been more dead. They would have been more dead.
Right.
But they would have maybe gotten back up again for it though. I do believe that. So I'm kind of going against my own words. I think they would have gotten up for Kofi and Daniel. With the women, they were like, oh.
Yeah, man. Fucking Road Dogg, if you're listening, give this man a call and hire him.
I wonder what I know he listens, but I don't know when he listens or what he listens to, only because I remember that time we did a show. I don't know if he listens. He probably really doesn't. He probably just happened to tune in that time. But I remember that time we did something, and then he tweeted out at me, like, you're right, or something like that. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, He was listening. Holy shit, that's funny. Yeah, he's a funny dude. He's a funny guy. He's a dirty fuck, too, behind the scenes. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, it's just so weird because I used to listen to him on YouTube, like, on the shoot interviews, and man, he would bury everybody there, and now he's like the company man.
Yeah, now I'm giving him a taste of his own shit. He's probably like, this is for what I did, isn't it? This is for what I did. He'd be like, doing a shoot interview, he'd be like, Triple H, he'd be like, I'll punch his fucking head off. I punch him in his fucking, I break his neck and his little whore. Like, oh my God, dude, the stuff he said and everything, that's what, like, and all right, most people, yes, anything can happen. People can come back there no matter what they've said. But, it does help that he was friends with Triple H at one point and everything with the DX stuff. The Triple H looked past that. I think if somebody else maybe said that stuff, they wouldn't have gotten back in the company. But, I mean, this guy ripped on Stephanie, Vince, Patterson, everybody. He said worse things than we've ever said, and he knew these people. And, they just brought him back, but I don't know.
Yeah, man. And this morning I read that AEW offered Dean like a $6 million a year contract.
Yeah, I heard about that, but unfortunately the people who reported it are kind of shit, so I don't know if that's real. I would doubt. Okay. I would doubt it. I believe that originated from Slice Wrestling. And they wrote something so retarded a couple of years ago. So Slice Wrestling is where Sean's View legitimately a lot of times gets his stuff from. Like,
oh boy.
Yeah, so like they're like I think it was a year ago, they wrote something so ridiculous that I called them out on Twitter and was like, yeah, it's funny, you're just making stuff up. There's no source anywhere. And this is clearly not true. And they blocked me, and then they attacked me with all their troll fans or whatever they did, and they're just they're not credible, unfortunately. Like it could be true, but it's highly doubtful. And I think the site's run by like 16-year-olds, and I'm not kidding. I think it might be like some pretty smart, goofy troll 16-year-olds. Because I could start a website tomorrow, right? I could make a website tomorrow and call it BehindTheBarsWrestling.com or something, or whatever you want to make up, First Post Wrestling, and I could just put a picture up of Kevin Owens, and I could say rumor, like huge news, Vince McMahon furious with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens threatens to leave WWE. I could write an article about it, citing no real sources and things like that, and it would trend. It might trend. It would go around everywhere, and I think a lot of people have figured this out. And wrestling's a little bit different. If you did some of this stuff in other places, you'd be sued. In some other, you might be sued. I don't know, but it's just like, I don't know. You can get away with a lot on wrestling, and it trends. So it's a smart idea. So I get what they're doing, but yeah, I think that's bullshit. But it could be true. I mean, JR, look at his contract. I think they looked at JR's contract. They look at what other people were doing, and they know Dean's leaving. So then they decided, let's come out with this story now. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe somebody does know something, but 90% sure it's bullshit.
Yeah, man. Hey, are you gonna? I heard you're going to Money in the Bank. That's awesome, dude. Are you gonna hit the NXT up too, or?
Oh, that's a good point. Are they having one?
I'm not sure.
I don't think they are.
I assume, but I'm not sure.
If they're doing one, I'll go. But I don't think they're doing one I don't think they're doing one in May. I think the next one's June, but I could be wrong. I mean, there could be one. I hope there's one. Hell yeah, I would go there. But yeah, dude, I appreciate it. I'm gonna move on, but good shit, man. Call up during the out of nowhere stuff tonight. We're gonna be doing wrestling tonight on JCS.
Yeah, man. Again, this is Riff Reaper. I'm a huge fan, bro. I try to listen to everything, but appreciate what you do, man. You're not a piece of shit. WWE should have hired you. Fuck all the naysayers, and let's beast with Recon, bro.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, dude. NXT is June 8th. Oh, my God. I'm going to be in Warwick, Rhode Island for that. I'm going to be in Warwick, Rhode Island on June 8th, so I won't even be at NXT in June 8th. Because I'm going to be doing the Legends show. There's going to be all kinds of former wrestling legends there and current stuff going on in Warwick, Rhode Island. If you guys want to come hang out with me that day, that'd be cool. You know what we should do is that night we should then go to like a bar for NXT or something. If anybody wants to do that. It's the day after the Saudi show. Oh. Damn. So Saudi's Friday, huh? Wow, I got to look those up. That's interesting, man. I didn't think about that. 832, what's up?
Dude, stick a steroid up your ass.
You want to stick thumb up my ass?
I'm going to take steroids up your ass. The modern day. No.
Guys said he was going to stick steroids up my ass. That guy sounded like Bret Hart. I'm going to stick steroids up your ass. The guy sounded like Bret Hart. I was hoping to stay away from the wrestling talk, but I guess people want to talk about it. You guys can talk about whatever you want on this show. I'm not going to yell at you. I will say Out of Nowhere is tonight with me, Jake, and Connor, though, so if you want to really get good wrestling talk tonight on the Joe Cronin Show on my other channel is where you want to be. But if you want to talk about whatever else, I'm going to be on for another few minutes here.
Super chat. Super chat.
Joe, can I give you a bukkake? Seriously, can I? JK.
Casey is motherfucking raw. Hell yeah, Casey, make me raw. You damn right you can. Wrestling is fake drama with a plot, says Abrar Butt. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of like, I think we know that, you know. Devious Dave Rose in the chat, what's up? Sleepy Never, what's up, Sleepy? I'm surprised we have 120 people in here right now on my other channel. I just didn't want to alienate dude, we got 1,000 new subs on Joe Cronin Show in a day. I don't want to alienate those people. They're like, what the fuck is this? So I'm going to keep the wrestling shit going over there. Hey, unknown person, what's up? Why the fuck is he listening to the beginning of the show?
The only one riding on Cronin's dick is Joe Cronin.
Riding on Cronin's dick. Why'd you hang up? Why did he hang up? I don't get it. I wasn't even going to hang up on you, and you hung up.
Riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. Riding on Cronin's dick. I lay you a riding on Cronin's dick. Even though your own show is shit.
Remember when everybody told me I was crazy and paranoid about all this bullshit? But then, like, 7 different people broke off and did their own little podcast or whatever shows and then, like, talk shit about me or whatever for no reason whatsoever, really, other than they decided to. It's kind of funny. Like, people were like, oh, you're paranoid, or, you're crazy, Joe. Anybody can do this stuff. Yeah, I know, you're right, but it's kind of weird. But speaking of people who have shows, see, the difference is if you have something creative that you're going to do, if you didn't, like, rip somebody blatantly off, rip them off completely, or, if you didn't rip me off completely, or you didn't treat me like shit, I mean, I'm going to be friends with you, and I'm going to probably promote you, or I'm going to be, like, nice about everything, but if you're just a dickhead piece of shit, I'm obviously going to react that way. Like Jabroni Jabber Podcast. Jabroni Jabber Podcast is a great show.
Super chat.
Good guy.
Super chat.
Check him out.
Golden Knights will win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, wow. Hot take. Mongoloid JB. Yo, Mongoloid JB. Has anybody... everybody that's been watching my show all week knows about this. But anybody that missed the show, perhaps you missed it. But we have discovered... This guy was threatening, like, to hurt JD from New York. And the guy that was threatening JD from New York literally looks like Mongoloid JB.
Super chat.
Check it
Super
out.
chat.
You deserve all subs. You do great job. Keep it up.
Oh, Casey is raw. Thank you. Casey is raw. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Casey is raw. Thank you. You guys keep all the shows going with all the donations and the Patreon and everything else. So fucking much appreciated, guys and girls. Look at that. That is Mongoloid JB. Mongoloid JB. Mongoloid JB. Mongoloid JB. Look at this guy. I just can't believe it, man. He is Mongoloid JB. I mean, we played it on the review last night. It was either SmackDown review or Raw review where we found that. Oh. It was kind of funny. Mongoloid JB. What a fuck. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta pull him up again. Let me pull him up. There he is.
He wears his pubes on his chin at night. He wears his pubes on his face, alright. He's got some glasses and he don't like guys. All he knows is that he likes guys. Mongoloid JB. Mongoloid JB. He's Mongoloid JB. He looks like a pedo to me. He's Mongoloid JB. Yeah. This guy's got less chin hair than me. Dude, he's got...
Why is the effect so bad? Why does it sound like that? Why is it so tinny? Mongoloid JB has legit has worse facial hair than me, and that's fucking crazy. Cause it's like mine won't grow in patches, but it's like at least it's come in here. This is actually come in. It just only comes in this tiny spot and these tiny spots here, but then it like dies out and then dies completely here and dies here. Nothing grows. But like that guy was going bald in the chin. Mongoloid JB is fucking fucked. We need like a country song or something. Country song Maybe this is one of you. This is way too cool. That's way too cool. That's like, wow, that's like, I'm in the country. This is badass, you know? That's way too cool. And this is like too like new age pop. You know what I mean? It needs to be like, you know, my daddy beats me while he's drunk. Like, that's what I need. Country song. Instrumental. I need something like that. Like something old. Like where like daddy beats up his kids and I have to milk the cows now today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need. I don't need that shit. I want to make a Mongoloid JB song, for Christ's sake. Let me see if they've got anything over here. Let's see. Let's check this out. Oh, that's not... That's too sad, you know? I mean, it's sad, but... What was that? Anyway.
Super chat. Super chat.
Check yo Twitter DM. I made a pic.
I'm gonna check it out. I see it. It's like Two Country. This is way too country. What's with all these songs being like so epic? Like, can we just have like a, like I don't know, like a, I don't know, fucked up country song? I don't know. Where's the one I used to use? I used to use one all the time. You know? That sounds like Goo Goo Dolls. That doesn't sound like country. This might be it right here.
This is Cinnamon Beats.
Hey, it's Cinnamon Beats. He's a good guy.
Shit bum!
Stanley Cup playoffs start tonight. Are you gonna do any hockey podcasts with Bailey or Ken? Also, thoughts on who's gonna go all the way?
Who's gonna go all the way? Breaking Oz. What is up, Breaking Oz? Yes, actually, I planned on talking a little bit about that right now. In a minute. We got lots of stuff going on tonight. Game 1 tonight, the Blue Jackets and the Lightning. I know the Bruins can beat the Blue Jackets and Tampa Bay, but it's going to be tougher to beat Tampa Bay. And for some reason, the Blue Jackets are playing us a little bit tough too. But so I hope the Blue Jackets somehow knock off Tampa Bay, but that probably won't happen. So I think it's going to come down to. All right, listen. I know I'm a Bruins fan, so I'm going to pick the Bruins. I'm just going to be straight up with you. I'm going to be a straight up homer. I'm going to say that the Bruins go to face off against Tampa.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go.
Or Toronto first.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Thanks for answering my call. I never get through. By the way, has anyone from the Hart family made a statement about the Hall of Fame yet?
Well, I mean, I know Brett commented on it, said like, oh, I was a little sore, but I'm okay, and I wasn't going to let anything interrupt me with talking about my friend Jim and everything. So, yeah, basically, Brett was just like, yeah, whatever. It was okay. Good Hall of Fame. Love you. Riff Reaper. Riff, thanks, man. Good call, too. You should always call, definitely. Really nice of you, too. To appreciate what you said and everything. And Yeah, I appreciate when you guys are tweeting Road Dogg and stuff. I'd say if you're nice to Road Dogg, if you say really nice things, like if you're just like, give Joe a job, asshole, like it's not going to listen to that. But if you're like, you know, really, if you're nice to him about me, he listens. ABELsalasJR. What's up, ABELsalasJR Jr.? Thanks for the $1 tip, man. And thank you, Riff Reaper. So I'm going to go ahead and say right now, yeah, I'm going to be doing a podcast with Jabroni Jabber. So me and Jabroni Jabber are going to be doing a podcast on the Bruins and Leafs. I'd love to bring everybody else in on that. So that's coming as well. That's going to be a big thing. We're going in on the Stanley Cup playoffs. We got the Bruins taking on the Maple Leafs, Tampa Bay and the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Colorado Avalanche, the Calgary Flames, the Sharks, the Vegas Knights again. Kind of, the rivalry continues for them. The Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators, Winnipeg Jets, and the St. Louis Blues. Penguins versus the Islanders. Who am I leaving out? Oh, it's on. I can look at the screen. How about that? The Hurricanes versus the Caps. There we go. I left them out. I left them out because the Caps won last year, so I don't care. Now I hope the Caps get eliminated. They won last year. It's all done. I'm down with the Hurricanes. I got to talk to Ken and JB about it. We'll see if we can get them on. But I know me and Jabroni Jabber are going to do something. And I'm sure me and Bailey are going to talk about it on Bailey and Cronin. We're recording this week, so we're going to talk about hockey playoffs. Maybe I'll do something over on his thing, too. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of hockey stuff going on. Unknown caller, hello.
So you can hang up if you want now, Joe. But, I know last week you wanted to talk about Rocky, and I do have a little thing on Rocky. He is...
Okay. What else? Yeah, so that's it. I got all of them. 2019 Stanley Cup playoffs. Playoffs. That's my thing without an echo. Without echo, it's a playoffs. It's the Stanley Cup playoffs on NBC. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. I actually watched a lot of Bruins games this year. Last couple of years I kind of tuned out a bit of everything just because I was so busy. But I've been able to catch a lot of games this year. I caught probably half the games. And, the other thing was, dude, because of YouTube TV, I was able to watch almost everything because if I missed a game, I could just be like, okay, let me go to the end of the game and see what happened, or let me fast forward around and watch what happened. And because it's on my phone, I was able to watch, like, all that shit. Like, without the phone, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So, it's pretty badass. YouTube TV on your phone, it's a good decision. 203, hello.
It's DeMarco. What's up, baby?
Oh, damn. I expected gravy.
Can you
What's
hear me
up?
or not?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Close enough. I checked out that DLive app, that live service and all that. Don't use it.
Yeah?
What it is it's basically like they turn your computer into a crypto miner.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
there was a lot of issues. That's why people's computers and streams were running so slowly. They basically backlog and use your computer to mine for cryptocurrency. So,
wow. I'm glad it didn't work then. I just talked about that on Morning Madness. I said I signed up for this fucking thing, and it wouldn't send me it says, like, put in your email, and now enter the code in we send you. And they never sent the code. I tried a million times.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people are having issues because there's so many people signing up on the site because of PewDiePie. So,
Well,
but
that's
people that joined it originally that were getting incentives to sign up for it, come to find out it was all BS. And I mean, you can stream live from it, but the stream key that they give you accesses RAM from your computer to basically mine for crypto for their site.
wow. That's fucking weird. That's fucked up. You knew there was something weird.
Crazy, so.
See, all these weird sites are taking advantage of people. I was worried about that from, like, websites like that do, like, peer-to-peer stuff. and sites like, Minds and Gab. I have a Minds and a Gab account, but it's like I worried about, people just taking advantage of the fact that you have nowhere else to go. So, hey, come on over here, free speech and everything's cool. Oh, wait, we stole your IP address and we're going to hack you sometime.
Yeah, we took everything from you, by the way.
Yeah.
And they also have access to a lot of things that you have to give them permission for. So,
wow.
They have you sign in with, multiple, because you can use your, as you said last night, you can use your Google, you can use your Facebook, all these different, ways to log in, and then they end up getting permission and all your information from those sites.
Yeah, dude, they literally ask for your YouTube login if you want. Like, you can log into their site using your YouTube. And I was like, fuck off. I'm not using my fucking YouTube. I'm not.
Yeah,
if you give them permission to access my YouTube, like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, they don't have the server capacity either. I'm dying to see how it's going to be, because they were having problems just with people tuning in to PewDiePie's off-stream chat. So
that's retarded.
But StreamMe getting taken down, they had a bunch of issues with their owners getting doxxed and whatnot and threatened. So people are heading over to DLive, and they just can't handle the increased traffic. But I wanted to just call in quick. I was listening to the show and let you know not to sign up for it. So
thanks, man. Yeah, that's I pretty much figured it out too. I was thinking that myself. And to Dave, I just restarted my Skype, so you should be able to call my regular Skype now, or my new Skype, Dave, and I'll put you on. I'm not staying on for too much longer. I'm only staying on for a few more minutes, but you guys can come on here. It's called DLive. Also, yeah, what's up, man? Scott's thirsty. Yeah, he's thirsty, man. Somebody give that guy something to drink.
Thirsty.
Somebody give that guy something to drink.
He needs it.
Why do I answer?
All right, well, I'll see you tonight for Out of Nowhere. I just wanted to let you know about that.
Okay, I will see you tonight, Jake.
All right.
Later, man. Thank you. Yeah, why do I answer unknown calls? Sometimes they're good calls. Sometimes.
I'm just kidding around.
You never know.
No, but I wanted to comment quickly on what Jake said. That was a great find. It's too bad that he took off. But when I learned about DLive,
I gotta fix your shit. Hold on a minute.
Sorry?
I gotta fix your stuff. Hang on a minute. Woo!
At work but came running to the 89-degree porta potty that smells like Tommy North Carolina's armpit and booty hole juice. Just so I can put the phone's speaker to my ear while hearing that sexy voice and furiously jerk my cock off to where I rip skin and come for you.
Oh my god. De oro. Thank you for the $4, man. Holy shit. You want to rip that skin off and come for me? You're a dirty little bastard. Thank you for the $4, man, and keeping my live streams going, especially the ones in the day, so I can justify to Leah. Hey, Leah, I'm going downstairs to work.
You're really working?
Yeah, I made $50.
Oh.
That's my impression.
Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I had to fix.
Okay. I can't hear the donations. Just to let you know, Jake, are you there?
No, Jake hung up.
Oh, okay. Is there somebody else there?
No.
Oh, okay, I just thought I heard somebody else.
Me and by the way, me and Famous B are in a fight to one-upsmanship on Facebook. It's quite amazing. Can I show this to you, Dave? Are you interested in this?
I'm definitely interested in this. The good thing is I know for a fact that you guys aren't trying to compare the sizes of your shits.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely not happening.
At least I won't be grossed out.
I Facebooked out on my Facebook page, on my personal Facebook. I said, I once wrestled. Don't send me Facebook requests. I don't accept anybody. I once wrestled, except for Famous B. I once wrestled the WWE champion. Kind of crazy. I put the picture up of Kofi. Well, below that, Famous B goes, oh, snap. This post just made me realize I once wrestled the WWE Hall of Famer Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And I went, haha, I once called a Hardy's match and kept it. I once called a Hardy's match and I said, keep it going. Like challenging. So then he writes, I once went one-on-one with Bobby Lashley, and I was like, damn, that's good. So I wrote, Bubba Ray Dudley once threatened to kick my ass in real life. Then I called his hardcore match with Matt Stryker.
I love this.
So that's been quite entertaining to me on Facebook as it continues to go
that
on.
Could be a total segment on Monetize This, the one-upsmanship. It's like, like reading angry texts or whatever, like, those segments. It could be like, again, like you and Famous B go back and forth as to what you've done just to try to one-up each other.
I think he's going to win.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I think he wins with the last thing he would write would be, I was on television. I don't know. I mean, I was on the NFL Network. I see you keep going like while he's
exactly. And then I think it just devolve into like craziness, Like I once like peeled gum off a wrestling mat, like just the dumbest stuff.
That's funny, man. I once reffed a match between Brutus the Barber Beefcake and what's his name? The God damn it, I don't remember his name. I'll think of it later. But yeah, I reffed a match too. That was pretty cool. I should have said that after he said he wrestled Beefcake. I reffed Beefcake. But yeah, what were you going to say before you got interrupted 3 different times?
No, no worries. Jake brings up a hugely great point where this was basically just a sort of system to get you to subscribe and have your computer used to basically do this whole Bitcoin mining. And when I initially heard about, him moving there and stuff, I looked a little bit into it. I didn't have the time to really do the deep research, but I did notice that a Bitcoin company was attached to it, funding and so forth. And there was a...
Well, what do you mean by data mining? Because what I understood was that it works on bits like Twitch. So people pay money to buy cryptocurrency, and then they donate it to you, but then you get it as cryptocurrency. So,
well, again, I didn't get a chance to really look deep into it, but the big thing that's my concern is that they didn't make it obviously relevant enough or noticeable enough to those that were signing up to let them know that this is what they were doing. Now, if you're totally consenting that, like, yeah, sure, like, mind the thing, if the agreement somehow allows it to trickle down that I might make some money from the fact that my computer is being utilized to mine this stuff, then okay, fine. And I have no problem with that. That's your decision. But it's the big thing is when it's done without sort of knowledge of the consumer and can affect, like people will say, well, what's going on with my computer? It's slowing down. Like there's a problem with it. When in fact, you don't realize that your computer is hijacked to mine these Bitcoins.
Well, it's doing 2 different things. So a bunch of different shit's happening. Like they're using your computer to basically power their server is what it is. Like you're using, like they don't
exactly. You're offsetting the processing to users so that you don't have to have like such a big power consumption at your main computer place.
So that's happening, which is the real concerning thing. The second concerning thing is I pay $10 real money for like 200 bits or whatever they call them, 200 cryptos. I donate those cryptos, the equivalent of $10, to a streamer. That streamer gets the cryptocurrency. If that streamer wants to turn it into cash, he's got to cash in his cryptocurrency for whatever that might be worth at the time. And it's a small crypto. So they made $10 real off of crypto that they just made up. And you're sitting there with crypto that you have to convert. So they make money twice, off the person who bought the crypto and off of you if you cash in the crypto, but I don't even know if they allow you to do that. So I think you have to go on like a crypto site to sell your crypto, not on their site. So...
Well, Jake is in the chat and he does basically reinforce what I was saying, which is like they're taking control of your computer and, some computers apparently are overheating because of the utilization of the RAM or overutilization of the RAM for the processing of these Bitcoins. So again, a lot of people not aware of it, and that's the problem, is that when you sign up because you idolize PewDiePie and he tells you to go to a certain site, you don't necessarily know what the implications are of that if you don't do the research.
Yeah, that's really crazy, man. That's a whole. I gotta look more into that. And we gotta do a show on that. Like, I don't know. I gotta do a whole thing on it. The chat's having some fun. Somebody said Joe once was raped by 2 chicks. Joe once got himself outside of his house and had to break in through a window. Like, there's a lot of funny stuff
on
about
that first comment. 10 years ago, we could make a great joke and it would go down great. But unfortunately, in the day and age that we're in, we can't even make a joke about something like that.
Well, the crazy thing is how I legitimately was basically raped by 2 people, but like it wasn't rape to me. Like
you're not the only one, dude. I mean, like some of us do come into contact with some very vivacious individuals, and they get a little bit gropey, and things lead to other things.
If I was one of these cuckheads out there, though, I would basically write this all down in an emotional paragraph or like story, and then I would tweet it out, like with the Me Too hashtag, and it happens to us too. If it happens to us, think of how it happens to them. And then I would write like this big story about how I was hurt and how I was violated, but nobody cares at all. If you think people don't care about women, you can't even imagine how they don't care about a man being write this whole cuck story. The difference is I just don't even. I'm like whatever. Like who cares? It's just funny. I'm just telling you about it. And so maybe mentally it doesn't have the same effect because like I was like, and you know what it is too. It'd be like it's different because I thought to myself like I want to hook up with these 2 girls, but instead they basically rape me. But in my head I was like I do want to hook up with these girls. So, like, what would happen if, like, a guy grabbed the girl, she passed out, and then he took her to her room, and then he just fucking slammed her while she was asleep, and then she woke up and then was like, where's that hot guy that I was attracted to? Where'd he go? And then she realized he, like, did her while she was passed out. Like, is that rape? Because she would have done him, but passed out, but then he raped her? But is that rape? But I mean, I don't know. So like, then she doesn't say anything because she's like, well, I wanted to do it anyway. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's like a weird situation. Who the hell just sent me something on fucking Facebook? Bailey? Bailey, what the fuck did you send me, Bailey? You squirmy piece of Niagara Falls.
Like I'm not a fan of this whole like doing things to people that are unconscious. That's just even like drawing dicks on people's faces at college parties. I was never down with that, especially with the permanent marker. It's like, dudes, like grow up. Like you don't have to do that shit. But like, what you're saying, it happens. And I'm not necessarily justifying it, but we also put ourselves into positions where that can happen. And it's up to us basically to sort of say no. Now, obviously, I think there's a little bit of a difference between a man and a woman, where a woman genetically does not have the strength that a man can to force off those sort of impositions onto them. So that should be considered. I'm not like endorsing this in any way, but like Joe was saying, like you kind of were in that position, like you wanted to get with these girls. And yet you're not like scarred, and you're not like out protesting with a sign at the Capitol there in Boston, that you're a victim because you don't see yourself as a victim.
Jabroni Jabber Podcast said JD once started a gaming channel, but it failed, so he switched to wrestling. And Dave, you're right. It's like it's different. It's like there's no need. There's people with real problems out there. Not I had a little too fun on a Friday night one time, and some other people had even more fun, Now, if they had AIDS or something, then you have a problem. Where do you go when you're unconscious? I wasn't unconscious either. Like, I was awake, and I was just like, oh. And then they sort of, like, tied me in a van. Like, it's, like, legit. Like, in their van. Like, they had, like, a fucking hippie van. They tied me in their van truck or whatever it was. And they were laughing about it. And I was like, all I could think about was like, I'll like untie me so I can fist you. Like, like what's going on here? What did Jabroni say? He said something to you. He said, was that asshole that would shave half of his eyebrow make the person who passed out What? Decided that they
You
wanted...
son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
Now, it basically says, I was the asshole that would shave half of the one eyebrow, make the person who passed out decide what they wanted when they woke up. You son of a bitch. Although that is, I have to give you points on the foresight in your decision, because you're basically, you are forcing them to decide, how do you want to continue? You're going to shave the other one off, or you're going to try to grow the other one, while it's clearly evident that you don't have an eyebrow. So points there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good point. Yeah, rape sucks. Yeah, I mean, rape's not good. It's not cool. But it's...
Oh, no, it's a terrible, even to conceptualize the idea, to me, it's just revolting. It's disgusting. And, I think rapists deserve a very special punishment, a Dexter-style punishment. But again, are we really going to start to dig deep into your definition of what you went through compared to some really egregious sort of crimes? There's so much in between. And
how about husbands and wives? The discrepancy of that. In some countries or in some cultures or whatever, if a guy wants to rape his wife, it's okay. It's considered he's allowed to. And
I read the other day that there's some sort of fetish where some people or some women, the article is about women. They were trying to cause an outrage, but it's some women like to have things done to them while they're unconscious, while they're asleep. They like to have their boyfriend or whatever to fuck them, or eat them out or something. And I mean, if that's your thing and you're in a committed relationship, who the fuck am I to judge that thing? But who the fuck is anyone else a feminist to say, oh, you're being raped, when you told your partner that's exactly what I want you to do to me?
Well, then there's nights where
is that rape?
A couple got drunk and then they kind of did it, and then the next day or later on, the wife maybe she didn't like the husband or something, so then she said he raped me basically. I didn't want to have sex that night. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And those cases go to court. So it's so weird that you could have that. A husband thinks he's having sex with his wife. They're both drunk, but he's considered a rapist. But yet in some other places it's considered they're supposed to rape you. It's just fucking
exactly.
crazy.
In some other places, basically you're the whole community will shun you if you don't let your husband rape you. It's so insane. Those are two perfect examples of how extreme it could get and how insane each extreme is.
Jumping completely off topic, back to the previous one. Who are you rooting for in the Stanley Cup? Because I'm assuming you like watching hockey, even though you're mad at the Maple Leafs all the time.
No one in particular this year. I don't know. I mean, I've got my biases, and the Habs got eliminated, unfortunately. And it's not like I'm a Habs fan. It's just I like to see Canadian representation during the Stanley Cup, especially considering the limited number of teams we have.
Well, that sucks.
And
you just got Calgary and Winnipeg. Oh, you go Winnipeg probably, right?
I personally love Winnipeg, and I love the fact that they brought them back there, and there was that's a whole other episode, but the fact that Winnipeg has a team, I think, is just a great thing for Canada in general. And it takes time to build a good franchise, and they're fairly new compared to all the rest of them. I mean, having to reestablish your franchise after so many years of not being there, and establish all these economic connections to make sure that you can get that talent and you've got the money necessary to pay for it. So I would love to see them go, but you know what? I have no favorites right now. I'd love to see Boston actually do well this year.
Yeah, I mean, I like Winnipeg as well. So I like Winnipeg. I like the Knights because they're new. It's kind of fun.
That's also an underdog story almost, and I love those because it's just these guys. It's their second year now,
mm-hmm.
and they got so far the first year, and this year, they're doing well, and it's just if you guys are really so committed, you guys deserve, the win. So, again, it's not, to me, I'm not one of these idiotic sports loyalists who's it has to be my team or no other team. I just want to see good hockey.
I mean, I can't say I'm an idiot loyalist, but I do want to see good hockey. And if the Bruins got eliminated, I'd probably get on board with the Jets. or somebody like that, the Jets or the
I'm kind
Knights.
of disappointed Edmonton didn't really do well.
Yeah, I know they're gone too. I mean, I'd probably go for Calgary and the Jets and the Knights. I mean, I like all the Western teams. I don't mind actually. Weird. I'd pick any of the. I'd probably pick them against because if Tampa Bay got in or if Toronto got in or. You know what? I might root for Toronto. I know that you'd like what, but
it's blasphemy even for a Bostonite.
I know, but I mean, if they were in the Cup, I don't know, dude. I feel so bad for their fans at this point that, like, if they got to the Cup and their original six.
Here's the problem now. It's been so many years since they did win the Cup that what's going to happen when they do? Like, I mean, is the city going to explode? Like, are we going to see like what we saw in like Vancouver? I think it was where like it just total riots.
Would you when they win the Cup last 1959 or something?
67, I think.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, the Bruins were 79 and we didn't win until 2011. You know, I mean, I know it's not quite as much, but
Toronto is also like Quebec. It's bizarre, or Montreal. It's bizarre world. Like, I don't know how they're going to react. Like, I remember when the Blue Jays won the World Series the first time, which was like, you know, the city was celebrating. But like, I don't know, man. I think that, you know, there's going to be some craziness if Toronto wins the Stanley Cup. Like, we could see riots.
Yeah, Becky cringes me, dude, in the chat. Yeah, we could see riots. It'd be like when the Red Sox won the World Series. You know, like all the college kids went crazy. That's what you really have to worry about. Your actual local people who grew up there and everything. Yeah, they're gonna scream and yell and drink, and there's gonna be a party, and maybe some of them will get out of hand. But what you really have to worry about are the college kids from around the world and other places that don't give a shit about your city. That they're just like, hey, reason to be an asshole. Like, so those are the ones. Those are the ones that tore up Boston. A lot of them. You know, they were just there, and they had the hype of, I'm in Boston, I'm a part of this Boston thing that's happening, I'm going to break the McDonald's now, and like half of those people were like college kids, not even from here, you know, and some of them, you know, I don't know, it was a mix of everybody, but yeah, mostly it's those people. And then look who got killed, the one girl got shot by the rubber bullet by accident.
Yeah.
Which is too bad because she was just standing around. But that could happen anytime you're in a mob. You think you're in a celebration. Next thing you know, the police decide, you know, we're gonna shut this shit down, and they're firing off rubber bullets to just scare people, and it bounces and goes through her eye into her brain. Like, what the fuck? Like, just what a horrible story that was. Hey, real quick before I let you go, Dave, because I want to move on, get going here. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta do something.
Yeah, like Final Frontier News, right?
Well, I gotta go do something else first so we can do that. What did I don't think I've talked to you about this. Maybe we did or maybe we didn't. Did we talk about the Bret Hart thing?
Well,
were you watching? Yeah. We talked about that on the review?
Yeah, I think on the review and maybe another episode after it, but yeah.
Okay. Then we already got it, I guess. But I'm still mad about that, man. I want to see this guy get a pile driver in prison.
No, it seems like there's more information that keeps coming out about the guy that like shows that he was very suspect and questionable in his motives and stuff. So he should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. He's clearly a scumbag.
Yeah, he's a psycho. This is one of those classic like mental case school shooter types. Like this guy, this is the guy that will do something to somebody.
It's the guy that, you know, was wiping shit on WWE's entrance.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's that level of insanity.
And we were saying that for forever. Like, this guy's weird. This is weird. And then it was, like, weeks later that he got shot by the cops. And it was like, everybody saw it. You know? I mean, a YouTube video, I don't know, that guy looked like a Mongoloid, too. They always look like Mongoloids. Anyway, I'll talk to you in a few, Dave. Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
Later, Dave. It's always a Mongoloid who does it. Maybe I'll take one more call. Mr. Devious Dave Rose.
How's everybody doing?
By the way, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, guys. If you haven't checked out my Patreon, I have a Morning Madness up there right now. I think you'll like it. And me and Bailey have more shows coming. Me and Dave show. Final Frontier. We'll have some guests on Final Frontier coming up. Me and Leah are recording our next podcast. Plus, you can listen to all 8 previous ones or 9 previous ones. So much shit on Patreon. Chael Sonnen, man. Chael Sonnen challenged him to an MMA fight. I challenged Chael Sonnen to a fucking don't choke on yourself contest. God damn you. Taylor Lewin chugs beer. What the hell are you talking about? What is that? Oh, at the Preds game? Did he do that? I didn't even see that. That's hilarious, man. That's awesome. I can't wait for the cup, man. I can't wait for the playoffs. Oh, and now that I got YouTube TV on my phone, too, oh, my God, dude, I can watch everything in the background at least. Oh, man, I am so fucking pumped the fuck up. Like, legitimately. Like, I am ready to go.
It's me, it's Ryback. Do you want to do this? I will fuck up Joe Cronin's face.
Remember, a lot of people wanted me to post my WrestleMania thing from a couple of years ago. So I did. My trip to WrestleMania. One funny thing I took from that, too, by the way, was, where the hell was it? There's a part in that video that's funny. Somewhere in here. Oh, yeah, Tommy NC.
And Adam Vasidi, you fucking asshole, he thinks I'm going to do entertainment.
Vasidi told me Sean's view is bullshit. See? You are Sean's view.
We drink water. Do you drink water?
There's our boy Talvish. Talvish, what's up, Talvish? I miss you, motherfucker. And these two fuckers back here. Look at Talvish, man. Look at Talvish's girl. She's like, I'm going to sit on him tonight. Hey. She's pretty hot. That's the guy who burnt JD's t-shirt. Right there. This is the guy who set fire to JD's t-shirt. Isn't that funny? I set fire to his t-shirt and watched it burn.
It's like the 90s music in here.
Hey, Grim.
Grim, say, tell everybody to suck it.
No, it's EDF.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What we got over here?
Adam, look at him better than everybody.
I almost got Grim to say it. Did you see that? He went, I go, hey, tell everybody to suck it. He goes, no, it's ED. Yeah. He almost fucking said it. Hey, look, I love watching this video of Adam because there he is, like, you know, being Mr. Celebrity. But who would know, like, you know, a year later, he would have to apologize for trying to just flirt with some girl online with his big, fat English legs.
Zane's got us all up, man. I call him Lampy.
Does he always dress like it was a tennis match?
I'm filming you. Don't film me.
This is what people do on YouTube. This is Grim's dick.
I'm always looking at Grim's dick. Why am I always look? Someone said this the other day that I'm always obsessed with Grim's dick. It's not just Grim's dick. It's everybody's dick. Come on. It's everybody.
We're in a circle jerk. I just want to point this out. Like shorts, shitty t-shirts, dress like he's fucking playing tennis. Yeah, I mean, look, you're out dressing us already. Hey, JD, how does it feel you got my name right?
Hey, JD, how's it feel? You got my name right. Oh my god, dude, that's funny.
Oh
my god, dude.
Hey, Jay, how's it feel you got my name right?
Dude, look at this. We're on the Starship Enterprise. Look at those fucking things.
Oh, it's beautiful now. So much nicer, man. Want to say hey? Hey, look at him. It's on my channel. Yeah.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg. Connor. Connor. What's the funny part there?
It's cushy.
Hey, Kushney, yeah, Kushney. And the great one. Yeah. Dickhead. Dickhead. Awesome, dude. I love this man. The Dalai man. The Dalai Lama himself. It's my boy right there.
You're late. You missed the whole thing, Rim.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is wrong with us? That's the oh, by the way, this is the guy from does anybody ever play Wrestle Rumble still? This guy on the right here, that's the guy who owns Wrestle Rumble. So for anybody who still plays Wrestle Rumble on the far right, that's him. That's the man right there.
And a lot of people have asked me questions like this, I'm sure you'll do this too. Why don't you cover more things that aren't WWE?
It's Matt from Wrestle Rumble. Because I was going to call you Wrestle Rumble.
I look like the biggest fucking smart kid with my Kenny Omega t-shirt.
Absolutely. We just got done with Internet Donald.
I look like the biggest smart kid with my Kenny Omega t-shirt. I've got the best t-shirt is what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know, Cronin got the Matt t-shirt. He's got no shirt, but I got the biggest, I'm the biggest smart here.
.com.
What's your real name?
It's Matt.
It's Matt from Wrestle Rumble. Because I was going to call you Wrestle Rumble.
I look like the biggest fucking smart kid with my Kenny Omega t-shirt.
Absolutely. We just got done with Internet Darlings.
I know, sold him.
All done. Grim's dead, but that's okay. Everybody else did a good job.
Oh my god, I can watch that over and over again.
It's Matt from Wrestle Rumble. Because I was going to call you Wrestle Rumble.
I look like the biggest fucking smart kid with my Kenny Omega t-shirt.
Absolutely. We just got done with Internet Darlings. We're all done. Grim's dead, but that's okay. Everybody else did a good job. What did you think about it, Jay?
I love it, dude. I thought it was flawless. Zane is wondering if he's going to do it next year. I told him, next year, definitely. Me and Joe. Absolutely.
Absolutely will be. That's awesome.
Oh man, this is the video that keeps on giving. I gotta say.
Take over, here we come.
Coming next.
Dude. I want to thank you for having us out here. Totally. And this is a great event.
I'm trying to fuck him right here by putting my hand on him, by the way.
You gonna go to the broken tell you?
Oh yeah, this was after I got off the plane, and there was insane turbulence, and I thought I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna get home and see my kids. I'm gonna die. Hey Tommy, Tommy NC, D-Lo Brown, a horse, another horse, a corpse, a homo. A legend! WrestleMania! Oh my god, alright, I'm sorry. That was just funny to... Man, I had a lot of fun with that one. I almost kissed JD, yeah. You see his face? Oh, has there been a huge echo this whole time? Oh man, somebody should have donated or something and been like, Echo! Oh man, I'm sorry about the echo. Holy shit. Oh, someone did. I'm sorry about the echo, guys. I had the fucking double speaker on. You guys can go watch it later anyway without the echo. Joe, are you going to review AEW shows? Yes, of course. Anyway, I think we did all we could do here. Guys, thank you so much. Hi, we'll see you tonight for Out of Nowhere on my other channel, youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Think about becoming the patrons if you'd like. And I have a episode that I just put up earlier of Morning Madness, episode 159. It is up right now on Patreon if you want to listen to everything I talked about there. Anyway, see you guys. I'll see you guys tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Patreon.com. Corrupted Pod on Twitter. At Corrupted Pod. At Corrupted Pod. At Corrupted Pod on Twitter. I'm Joe Cronin. Big cock. I have money. Ladies, I have gold. I have gold in my basement. I'll make you a gold necklace. Big cock. Bro, I'm gonna leave you.